Good morning, boys and girls. It is Tucker the Turtle Tuesday. Let's get started. It's time for online circle time, online circle time, online circle time with Miss Brown and you. This week we're talking about helpers in our community. And so, before we get started, we have a visitor who would like to come and pop up and remind you of something. You guessed it, friends, it is Tucker the Turtle. Say hey. Uh-huh. Of course. Tucker the Turtle wanted to remind you to review of problem-solving solutions. We posted a cute video with him reminding us of what to do when we're angry and how to remain calm. So he's just here to say hello and to remember to think like a turtle. When you're angry, remember Tucker the Turtle solutions to calm down. So check out his video, okay? Tell him bye-bye. He's going to sit here and listen to what we're talking about today. And we're talking about helpers in our community. I'm going to read a digital book that can be found on Epic. Click in, use your class code on your lesson plan, and you can find this book and read along with your family member or your grown-up. And then you can find the other books that have been handpicked. Some will read to you for you. They have audio to go with it, like at our library. Not library, but like at the listening center. You know, you pop in the CD. We have audio books, boys and girls, that you could find on Epic. Check it out and earn a badge. Let's get started. Helpers in my community. So it's a digital book. So I got to play around to make sure you can see. What is a community? A community is a place where many people live and work together. Community helpers are people who make communities cleaner, safer, and better. Who are the helpers in your community? Some community helpers are builders, doctors, teachers, and librarians. All these people help you. Building and roads. Communities need buildings where people can live and work. Builders build houses, offices, schools, and stores. They also build roads and bridges. Builders use machines to do their work. We have a bulldozer, a digger, a cone, and a cement mixer. Electricity and water. People in a community need electricity. Lights, computers, television sets, and many things cannot work without it. Electricians are people who make sure that communities have the electricity that they need. People need clean water in their homes. They need it to drink and to use to have baths and to wash their clothes. Plumbers are the community helpers who put in the pipes that carry water to our homes. Teachers and librarians make learning fun and exciting. They teach us how to read and write, teach us math, science, and social studies. Librarians help us find the books that we need. It makes me think about Miss Richardson and how she's always helping us find great books. Epic can help you do that, boys and girls. We're reading one right now from an online library. Some librarians work in schools, some work in their community libraries. It might be a neighborhood library. I used to love my old neighborhood library. We had great librarians. They helped me find some of the great books I brought to school for us before I had baby Brown. Other school helpers. Some children walk to school. Crossing guards make sure children cross the road safely. School bus drivers drive some children from home to school. You have school nurses, principals, and caretakers. They clean the schools and fix things and help people when they're sick. That's the school nurse. Uh-oh. The school nurse, I tapped the screen. Medical helpers. This is really huge, boys and girls. The medical world are putting in hours upon hours of work to help those who may have been affected by the coronavirus. They're working really hard. They're our everyday heroes, helping people to get well and to beat coronavirus if they've contracted it. Medical helpers are doctors, nurses, and other people who keep us healthy. Some medical helpers work in offices or others work in hospitals. We have the dentists as well. They help to keep our teeth clean and help us to have healthy mouths. Emergency helpers. Emergencies are dangerous things that happen suddenly. Emergency workers help find people and take them far away from danger. They use paramedics to help people when they're hurt to take them to the hospital, and they use it. Their way of getting there is by ambulance. That's their way to arrive at the hospital. Firefighter. We know what Mr. Brown does. He's a firefighter. They fight fires in buildings. They also fight forest fires. They help rescue people and animals. They risk their lives to help others. Firefighters drive big trucks to fires. Police officers protect people in their community. They make sure that people don't break the law. They help people who are in trouble. Police officers talk to children about how to be safe in their communities. Look at them. They're talking and riding their bikes through the neighborhood to talk with the children. Kind helpers are volunteers. Volunteers are kind people who help other people. They do not get paid for their work, but their jobs are so very important. You can be a volunteer too. You can help the earth by planting trees or picking up trash. How else can you help? We finished the book, and so I'm going to click finish. I thought something would pop up. Well, if you were to click finish, you would get a badge because we finished the whole book. Remember, this book is on Epic. Log in. If you like that book, clap your hands. If you like that book, clap your hands. If you like that book and you like what it took, if you like that book, clap your hands. Here we go. I want to start a new book. So, we talked about a lot of different helpers in the community. We learned and saw a lot of things. And so listening to that story, I want you to think about some words, and you can go back and use it if you look it up on Epic. I want you to create a word bubble today in your journal. And Miss Brown started one. In this bubble, I just put in the words that stuck out to me. I picked fire, doctor, got my little stethoscope, my badge, my fire, and you just write and you build your vocabulary. Vocabulary is just a list of words that you've learned that are new. You're building your vocabulary. You're building to become great readers and writers, and you do that by learning new words. So make a word bubble, post it, and share with your friends. Maybe some of us came up with some of the same words for our vocabulary bubble or our word bubble. For your physical activity, I want you to stop, drop, and roll. And then we have a community helper song that talks more about the different jobs that community helpers do. And who knows, you may grow up to be like Miss Brown, like Miss Robinson, or you may get older and go to high school and become a kind helper and volunteer at the nursing homes, at the hospitals. There's so many ways you can be helpful to the community, neighborhood that you live in. Last but not least, you know what I miss about school? I miss dramatic play. Then I thought about it. We can create one at home. So going through my junk drawer. You know we all got junk drawers. Grown people know that. And look what I found in my junk drawer. I don't know where this come from or how long I had it. What is this, boys and girls? A stethoscope. And so I said, oh, I can create my own dramatic play and be a doctor or a school nurse. So come close. Let me check your heartbeat. Oh, it's ticking quite right. What could you find around the home, around your room, in your car, your parents' cars? What could you find to make a dramatic play area and be a community helper? Miss Brown is not Miss Brown today. Uh-oh, that's not how I go. I'm Dr. Brown. Well, boys and girls, my time is up. Remember, I love you so very much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, butterfly.